Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brotato, the arena survival action roguelike itself, but modded, though, because we're going to be checking out pad mods once again, which adds a bunch of characters to the game and some items to go with them. Today, we're going to be checking out the hero, who starts with a Thunder Sword, which is the epic melee elemental sword that you rarely get to actually use, so that's kind of fun. 50 luck, 100% of your melee is temporarily converted into elemental damage halfway through the wave. So kind of like the Cyborg, but for melee and elemental. Attack speed modifications down by 25%. You do not get ranged or engineering. And a minus 25% experience gain. So logically, this is going to be either, I guess, Lightning Shiv, or I was going to say, I suppose Torch would be not inherently bad either, now that it has a 50-50. But I feel like an 80 and then 100 is just a bit better for this logical, like, you know, the logic of this character. Also, it fits with the Thunder Sword. There is an argument, albeit a poor one, to probably sell the Thunder Shiv, or not the Lightning Shiv, and try and find early Thunder Swords. Because, yes, the shop does get influenced by the weapons you have to give you more of the same. However, since it only comes in epic or above, we are not inherently, that likely to find it. And by that I mean, we literally cannot find it for the first, 3 waves. I think Goat Skull could be okay, we do really like melee. Get the Lightning Shiv. We love Charcoal. Okay, I don't think I can afford another Lightning Shiv if I found it, but the thing is, I kind of want to grab some luck. I mean, we have the 50 luck. I think that's kind of wise, so you're a little bit more likely to find more Thunder Swords. But the first time I find one Thunder Sword, depending, I guess, on how early it is, I may sell all my Lightning Shivs then. Because that has kind of, influenced the shop. It says, all right, you are going to be able to find them now, and go right ahead. I'm going to take some more crit chance. Get that Lightning Shiv. Excuse me! Okay, you know what was probably happening there? Actually, what was probably happening there, we probably did roll a weapon that we have, but it is the Thunder Sword, so it re-rolls it. Because it can't show up yet. It's not possible. We don't have enough luck. I think the amount of luck you would need for an epic to show up right away is probably a number that you just could never reach, right? I can't remember what the exact algorithm in the shop is for, finding rare stuff. But I think it's basically impossible that early. Some melee damage, grab another Lightning Shiv, and then clean it out. Ranged elemental, I mean, I don't care about I don't want to get one elemental for a speed down right now. But elemental is good because it always helps us. It was going to help us right away with AoE. And then I don't know. It doesn't matter too much, because I guess the Thunder Sword scales 125, 125, so it's completely neutral. Technically, we're probably going to be a little bit stronger in the second half of the wave, though, because, see, the Thunder Sword's ability, the passive, the lightning blast thing, scales off of elementals. So, I mean, huge. Those were so good. I am going to take some luck. I don't want to go ham with luck, but we'll see what we can do. If we can ever get another Thunder Sword, it would be exciting, right? It's not really a weapon you're going to use that much. We have the attack speed penalty. That's going to be something worth caring about in the future. I don't think that that's a sign to not buy attack speed. It is perhaps a sign to go and buy a lot of attack speed, because you do need it. You do want it, especially on a run like this, with Thunder Sword being a little bit slower, as it should be. It's very strong. Fixing that up with some attack speed is going to be nice. A 25% penalty is not enough to say don't do it. I'm going to take some right now. I'll take a Scar. I'll take Shiv. Structures spawn closer together. Riposte is interesting because, okay, we can find an epic weapon. We found a sniper, so about right now is probably when we could find one. Whether or not we will is going to be an interesting situation for sure. We shall see, we shall see. But we got the, you know, even if we never find it, this character is absolutely made to wreck with the lightning shiv anyways, right? I mean, look at it. It's going ham. We do have the experience penalty, but I think that we brought that down to -5, so it's not that big of a deal. Really, the penalty of the character is the attack speed modifier. Like, that's the penalty. The rest is more or less beneficial, especially, like, after you fix the XP situation. Sure. Range up. I don't feel like it. HP regen sounds good. 10 luck, sure. Garden, I could. I guess I don't care that much. Missile's actually kind of tempting since that doesn't scale us down quite as much. Okay, good. So, next shop, what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to see if I can do it. Combine down my Thunder Shivs into a Legendary. Keep that one Legendary and some Thunder Swords so that we can try and influence the shop in our favor. We should be able to. It's early enough. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be very expensive. But the thing is, it's just so much better than the Lightning Shiv. Because it has the full scaling on both. So no matter what... Whoa, dude! We almost... Okay. Second half of the wave, we are terrible at killing the thing in front of us. See, look at that. We're doing 3-3-3. We got to pivot to playing a lot more safe in the second half, which... It's kind of when you... are going to want to be strong, not when you're going to want to have to feel like, oh, I got to be safe right now. Okay. Combine. 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 Buy that. Do I sell this? Can I get away with selling this? Probably not. Probably not right now. But Double Thundersword should be, like... It should make up for the fact that I'm rocking some empties. Genuinely. So we'll have, like, a little bit to try and influence the shop to give us a lot more Thunder Swords. But having 2 is already huge, right? It's already a really, really big deal in getting us to find more. Doubles our chances based off of the way that it works, right? So the way it works, this is worth going over because we have a run where it's relevant. If you have 6 weapons and they're mixed, so you have like 1 minigun and 5 SMGs, you are going to be much more likely to find an SMG in the shop than a minigun based off of how it rolls. Basically, it rolls a 6-sided die, and then whatever number it lands on, it takes that slot of your weapons. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. And you know what? Our range is terrible, so sure, attack speed is going to be sorely needed. I'm going to try for it. Mastery's really good, but I'm trying for it. Oh, my God. Really did not go well. All right. What's our knockback look like? Not great. Burning spreads. We don't have a whole lot of that going on. Little muscly dude sounds great. All right. So that was a failed Hail Mary. Probably would have worked better later in the run when we have, you know, there's an influence of luck and there's an influence of how late in the run is it. Like, if you've noticed, you find more rare stuff later in the run, even if you don't have that high of luck. Oh boy. Wave 9 is a little bit awkward here. Across the board, we should be stronger in the second half now. Like, especially on a wave like this where we have lots of targets. Because the lightning on the lightning shiv is a lot stronger now. Ooh, boy. All of our melee getting converted. And the thunder on the thunder sword is also better. Huge. Yeah, it's way easier in the second half, which is what you want. If it's going to go in one direction, you want it to be easier in the second half, because that's when there's a lot more stuff on the screen. More luck. I'll take 9 dodge if it shows up, sure. There we go. Now we probably don't even need to really bother with the influence too much. I'm going to take Campfire. Having 3 Thunder Swords should help a lot. The thing that's great about this character is, like, the secret thing that's so good is the luck, right? Because it's, like, experimenting early on with some of the early modded characters. And, you know, one of the things was, like, you start with a minigun or you start with a flamethrower. You know, like, early on when we were still figuring things out about how to make a balanced character. That sounded absurdly strong, and it is. It is very strong to start with a minigun, but if your plan is, well, I want 6 miniguns, it wasn't really that feasible to just, like, hold and do it for a couple reasons. One, it's hard to do because you need to get so much luck. Like, literally, the stat end in reality. But then you also have the econ concerns, right? Like, it's expensive to do that. Silver bullet, huge. I'll take a bat. 3 elementals, great. Take a sausage. I'm gonna combine this. Again, I'm going to combine. Like, I'm fine with rocking 5 right now, just to try and influence the shop more. I'll do it. I'll do it. There we go. All right, we're doing great now. Thank you, shop influencing. Ow. Okay. So we could probably rock some good lifesteal since we have all the bouncing projectiles. Or not bouncing. These ones don't bounce. They just do... They do AoE. This is actually awkward here. Not as strong right now as you would maybe assume. I think, at least not at single target. I think it's just because our AoE game is really, really where a lot of our strength lies. Also, again, that the second half of the wave is easier for us than the first half. So, like, at this point now, we're kind of like, we're looking for elemental, but if we find a good melee item, we can no longer pass it up. Man, the passing up the mastery was really tough earlier. I know. The weird thing is this is not bad. It's 100? Yeah. I'll take it. 6 armor, -3 to both of those. I don't need white flag. I'll take some crit chance. Good. Adrenaline, I don't have that much dodge. I could. You know what? I could have dodge. I could dodge. Sure. Banner's interesting. Still rocking 5. It's on purpose. Is it a good idea? It's a good idea if my goal is have 6 Thunder Swords. Is it a good idea for strength? Nah, I should probably have a lightning shiv. And just accept that I'll get it later. But if there was ever an opportunity to maybe have 6 legendary Thunder Swords, today would be the day, right? Starting with the one and starting with a whole bunch of luck, that's the time where you could maybe make it happen. Okay. But we're going to need attack speed. Like, that's the biggest thing I'm noticing right now is we are really weak in that department. That does stop us in our tracks a bit. Okay. God. This is such a good value proposition on a character who has a nerfed attack speed. You know? It's hard to say no to that. Black belt, I don't want to take my luck down. I'd like energy bracelets. Hedgehog's not bad. Fuel tank is actually very, very good for us. But I'm going to take coffee first. I think alloy's fine too. Wait, oh, wait, alloy doesn't give elemental. It's actually kind of an, it's fine then. It's good, it's good. For some reason, I thought it also gave elemental. But yeah, I know we lose a melee damage getting... I don't know. It's a weird one. The character makes that item, the 4 elemental damage item, a little bit worse. But ultimately, it is still good because, again, like... we don't convert. It's not like we're trading. Halfway through the way, we don't trade our melee to elemental and our elemental to melee. We gain elemental, which means building around elemental is the logical play. And it is stronger on this weapon. It's the stronger part. Like, we're charging up our power, you know? Like an anime character. Zoop. Ooh, in a couple episodes when I'm finished with my strengthening ritual. By golly. Nah, I want attack speed or lifesteal. Oof. That actually sounds nice. Sure. Give me the other one. Bullet time is really interesting. I like to move though. I do like to move it. Did I take whetstone? No. Man. I swear, man. That freaking... Why is that last one hard as fight? It should be easier now than later. Okay. Again, we're... gonna get stronger in the second half, so it's kind of weird. Mini bosses are not our strong suit for that reason. At least killing them really, really quickly is not our strong suit. Ow. You know what, let's just get to the second half, dodge some bullets. Smile. Okay, that was some... We had to actually do some gaming. Oh, I gotta fix my attack speed. It's so hard to want to fix my attack speed. Like, I want to do it, but all the value propositions, it's just... It's so hard to make those calls when we get less than normal and missile keeps showing up. Like 10% damage for, I don't know, like 3 or 4%. What would it be? 4%? I don't remember what it originally is. For 4% down is pretty noticeable. Please, for the love of God, let me find the final one. What is wrong with you, game? Burning activates faster. I don't have that much. I'm upset. Why was it so easy to find 4? And finding number 5 is really tough. I mean, it should be much more likely that we find Thunder Swords than the Shivs. The issue is, like, you know, we're not rolling them. Whoop, because we don't have, I guess, enough luck, maybe? To, like, influence the shop fully? I would have thought by now, like, luck and the shop rolls would have caught up to it being about, you know, like, more likely than before, right? Like, you're more likely to find rare stuff later in the game. And we should be influenced to find Thunder Swords, because we have 4. So basically, I think we are just getting screwed, right? By luck. By IRL luck, not the stat luck. So, does it matter? No. We're still doing totally fine with 5 weapons, but every wave that goes by that I don't buy a Lightning Shiv and I don't find a Thunder Sword is really annoying. Nice. I'm going to say no. Alright. There we go. Toxic Sludge is a weird one. Do we actively sell our Shiv now to try and get that final one? We probably don't need to. I will say the next time I find a Thundersword, I am going to sell it and replace it instead of upgrading to Legendary. Even though, again, for strength, that would probably be the way to go. When do you get 6 freaking Thunderswords? When do you get 6 Thunderswords? Never. You never get to do that. And we may still never get to do that. Just seeing how long it took to find these. Wop wop. But yeah, even with low attack speed, this is absurd. Like, the weapon is obviously very, very good. You're never meant to have 6 of these. Which is an interesting thing. In my head, I'm like, if I have one, I want to have all 6. I really want to have all 6. Zoop. Nope. Yes, absolutely. Crit chance, good. I'll take it. There it is. Yeah, we should be, like, pretty likely to find it now. Elemental damage here. I mean, I'll take the charcoal. Fuel tank is weird again. Like, it's not bad. But I kind of don't want to take melee damage at the expense of crit right now. This is 3 elemental damage late in the wave. This is 3 elemental damage, or 3 damage. I don't know. It's weird. I kind of want to save my money and see if we can just get legendary Thunderswords. They probably upgrade very well. Most of the weapons that are epic only, or like epic or legendary only, skyrocket in value when they go to legendary. Again, because you're not really supposed to have too many of them. It's supposed to be like, if you have one of them, it's like a really cool thing that you have. But this character, you know, it's got the tools to let you do something abnormal, which I like. I almost wish there was just like, I think that's a good idea for a character. A character who is... The goal is for them to be balanced, but for them to use only epic weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start with an epic weapon. They can only use the weapons that are epic or above. Like, those specific ones. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with this at this point. We could definitely get some whetstone. There's another Thundersword. All right, what's the difference? Goes up to 150, 150. The base damage doubles. Cooldown goes down by a good 0.12, which is huge, actually. And it spawns twice as many projectiles. Yeah, this is silly. Like, yeah. We're really strong in the beginning of the wave, and the second part of the wave, we get stronger now, is the thing. The only disappointment of this is going to be the fact that we're probably not going to get to see the stronger part of this weapon set against the final boss, because it's probably going to die before then. What a crying shame. But yeah, I don't know. Back on that character topic, like, I don't know. You'd have to balance it out in a couple ways, because you need to be careful with what nerfs you gave them, because, again, going for that is kind of an economy nerf already. Like, it sort of needs to be. But also, the luck component, having a high luck is, I would say, probably important. But maybe that they, like... I don't know. I would almost feel like they need just an absurd amount of luck, but then terrible luck scaling, right? That's irrelevant to me. That's worth it at this point. Attack speed, good. Thundersword, good. I just kind of don't want to buy more stuff. Yeah, the big thing is very money dependent. I mean, like, we couldn't get all legendaries of these just because it just simply costs too much to have that. But The fact that we're going to have 3 legendary Thunder Swords and 3 epic Thunder Swords, I mean, aka a normal Thunder Sword, is huge. Like, that's really, really cool. Don't die. Like, we have completely neglected survivability in this because, again, the goal of today was clear. It was get as many Thunder Swords as possible and see how good it is with this character. The answer is very, very good. And ultimately, there's not that much of this character that's making Thundersword actively that much stronger. I guess, nah, not at this point. Oh, what a terrible way to get that. Hoodie, I don't really have that much dodge. I'm actually going to just try and find, I'm going to dream. Dare to dream, dare to dream, dare to dream. Life is fleeting. Dare to dream. All right, well, that was a huge disappointment. It's weird. It works in mysterious ways. We got to be careful. We actually have to dodge. Because, again, we are not healthy. We're strong, but we are not good at surviving. There we go. So we actually have to dodge on this wave, unfortunately. But there we go. We got to win. Curious what their item is. Brave Heart. Elemental damage. 1 elemental damage for every HP regen you have. 5 HP regen. Plus 25 enemy damage. That is a really fun idea. That is a really fun idea. Playing around with enemy damage on an item. I'm actually shocked. I'm kind of shocked that there's no item in the base game that uses that. What a fun set of stats to trade as well. That's a really nice buff to stats that I think need a little bit of love in the game. You know, HP regen's gotten a lot though recently, but still. The permanent HP regen does not function. This would not function with Estes Couch, to be clear, because that's not permanent HP regen. But this makes Campfire really, really good as well. Dang, man, that's super cool. I really like that. But, alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today. That's been Patamods. We'll probably be back. I mean, it's a shame we don't get to really utilize that item, but, like, the thing is, to utilize that item, I'd have to play, like, whatever, a whole bunch of times, and maybe I would get to see it, maybe I would not. There's a lot of fun items from the mod that we got to play with that I think were all relatively balanced, you know, which is very, very cool. Like, this is a good set of characters and items. The only one where I'm neutral on, like, I understand the character. I'm neutral on Stuck because, like, you could just get a run where you lose without you having to do anything because you just can't move. But, like, if the goal was how do I make this character, make a character that you can't move work so that you could win, this is probably about the best you could do it, right? So I have nothing against it from that from like a design standpoint, considering I know what the goal was. That was the goal. Like, how do I make a character that could win even though they can't move? By the way, this is still my mod. I just have this installed the whole time. It's not part of Patamods. So we're through this, but yeah, we're going to be exploring probably some other mods here. I know that the Brotato, what was it called? Brotato Expanded. It got another update that added a couple new characters, which is quite exciting. That one was a lot of fun. But I really enjoyed this one. This had, like, a lot of characters that felt like they could realistically fit in base Brotato while being, like, a little bit spicier in some capacities. I liked it. I recommend it a hell of a lot. Thank you for watching, though. Check the channel for roguelikes and more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.